You know that dreadful feeling when you wake up from your alarm clock at 6 a.m., still tired, feeling you barely had enough sleep, but you still need to get up and be ready to go to work. Then, after what feels like a long workday, you finally get home, but you're still tired and exhausted. You feel mentally drained, your energy levels are low, and you lack the motivation to do things you enjoy. The only activities you have energy for are lying on the sofa, endless social media scrolling, or binge watch series for the rest of the day. Then it's time for sleep. The next morning, the cycle repeats. Another day. Your life is on autopilot until Friday comes and it's weekend. It's not routine, but rather life slowly eroding away. And suddenly you are old. This is the reality for most people who work a 9-to-5 job, including myself. In this video, I'm going to talk about my experience having a 9-to-5 job and how my creative passion projects help me reclaim my energy. So I've had a 9-to-5 job for less than a year. Before that, I did shift work for 5 years, including hours clocked in at night. Some might say working night shifts is hard, but honestly speaking, I find the 9-to-5 to be even harder for several reasons. Firstly, you have less overall free time because 5 out of 7 days a week goes to work. At my previous job, we had at least a couple of days off after a night shift, around 3 to 4 days. Secondly, your work contract dictates you have to work a minimum 8 hours a day. Thirdly, you often have to commute to and from work. And even if the commute is only 30 minutes one way, it's still 1 hour of your daily time taken by your job. And the worst part is, you don't even get paid for it. And lastly, this is more tied to me and my personality type, being an introvert. My social battery drains much faster because of the social work environment, social interactions, and just all the noise at work. On paper, the 9-to-5 is supposed to offer an optimal balance between company output and rest time for the employees. But in my opinion, this system in our modern society is outdated, and there are obvious areas that need to improve. And that is why we see companies in countries such as in Finland, Denmark, and New Zealand have been experimenting with either a 4-day work week or a 6-hour workday. Now, I understand there are different perspectives here. There are people who truly enjoy their work and find meaning and purpose in what they do. But for the rest, the main selling point of the 9-to-5 is stability. And here's what I think a lot of people miss. That stability has a much tighter grip on your life than you may realize. For a long time, I thought this was just how life had to be. But recently, I discovered something new about myself. I realized I actually have a creative mind, specifically for writing and content creation. I think my talent for writing comes from me being an avid reader for most of my life. And engaging in these activities became what I call my creative counterweight to the 9 to 5. More importantly, it's my way of reclaiming my energy by pursuing something I enjoy doing. These days, instead of just scrolling, I actually enjoy spending my time after work writing short stories, publishing articles on my blog, and making videos. It even changed how I view work in a more positive way. Now my work pays for the bills and rent, which in turn allows me to concentrate on my creative passion projects. They balance each other out quite well. Work is structured and rigid, whereas being creative is free and disorganized, exactly as it should be. So, if you feel burned out or drained by the daily grind, I encourage you to find your own counterweight. It doesn't have to be in the creative arts, it just has to be an activity that gives you genuine joy. Something you actually look forward to after finishing work. It could be anything from reading or running or just going for a walk. If you're more of the social type, then go and meet friends for coffee or do some group sport activities. The key here is to do anything other than lying idle on the sofa, scrolling or binge watching. Unless you're one of the lucky few who truly loves their work, remember this: if you don't reclaim your time, your work will continue to claim your energy. If this was relatable in any kind of way, let me know in a comment section. Until next time, see you.